Have you ever had the feeling that deep down you sense that there is more to you than the life you are currently living? Perhaps you have wondered how you can fully realize the potential that lies within you. You have been led here because the universe wants to give you the opportunity to embark on a journey of profound change, a transformation that begins within you and can fundamentally change the world around you. Dr. Joe Dispenza is a master of self-transformation and combines modern neuroscience with ancient wisdom to show us how powerful our thoughts, emotions, and beliefs really are. His philosophy is based on the belief that each of us has the ability to change our lives, if only we are willing to take responsibility for our inner selves and become the creators of our own destiny. Change is not a random process. It begins deep within, in the invisible space of our thoughts, beliefs, and emotions. What we cultivate within eventually manifests in the outer world. Dr. Dispenza reminds us that the real changes in our lives can only happen when we first break the patterns that hold us back and consciously choose new thoughts, new emotions, and new actions that lead us in the direction we want to go. Successfully traveling this path of change requires courage and openness. Courage to leave your comfort zone and take control of your own life. Openness to face the possibility of a completely new life, a life that is not limited by the past, but shaped by the infinite possibilities of the future. This journey requires your active participation and willingness to let go of the old stories that have defined you in order to make space for a new, deeper reality. Throughout this video, you will be introduced to 5 steps that Dr. Joe Dispenza teaches that will help you to consciously create this process of change. You will learn how to become aware of your inner state, how to master the power of your thoughts and emotions, establish new routines, utilize your inner knowing, and finally overcome blocks that are holding you back from your true potential. Now I invite you to embark on this journey, a journey that will change your life if you are willing to open up to the process. Together we will move through the 5 steps that will give you the knowledge and tools to consciously create your life. Let's get started and see how you can recreate your reality through these transformative steps. Next, we'll look at the first step, creating awareness. This is the moment when you use the power of the here and now to recognize old patterns and awaken your inner self. Stay tuned, because the adventure has only just begun. The change begins when you become aware of the inner landscape of your mind. Awareness is the key that opens the door to your true potential. It means recognizing your thoughts, feelings, and behavioral patterns and understanding how they shape your daily life. We often live on autopilot, reacting to external circumstances without really pausing to question the deeper reasons for our actions. But when you start to become aware of your inner state, you have the power to transform your life. The first step on this path of change is recognizing the old, destructive patterns of thought and behavior that have kept you stuck. These patterns are often deeply rooted in your subconscious, fueled by old beliefs and experiences you have had in the past. They influence your actions, your decisions, and even your reactions without you always realizing it. It is these subconscious programs that lead you into the same circumstances again and again, even if you actually want to achieve something completely different. The subconscious plays a central role in this process. It is the storehouse of all your past experiences, beliefs, and memories. If you don't consciously pay attention to it, your subconscious lives for you, guiding your behavior without you realizing it. Your thoughts and feelings are often a reaction to this subconscious program. That's why you keep experiencing the same situations and challenges, because deep down you haven't broken through these old patterns. The way to break this pattern starts with awareness. Once you are aware of what thoughts and behaviors are keeping you stuck, you can start to change them. A powerful tool to help you do this is mindfulness. Mindfulness means being aware of the present moment, without judgment, without distraction. By being mindful, you notice what is really going on inside you, what thoughts keep coming up, what feelings are guiding your actions. Mindfulness creates space between what is happening inside you and your reaction to it, so that you can consciously make new decisions. Another powerful approach is journaling. By regularly writing down your thoughts and feelings, you gain clarity about the patterns that determine your life. Journaling helps you to look deep inside yourself and recognize the hidden beliefs and programs that influence you. When you put them on paper, they become tangible, you can observe them, reflect on them, and ultimately change them. It is a process of self-recognition that helps you to create the awareness you need for your transformation. By repeatedly taking time to consciously listen to yourself and reflect on your inner processes, you begin to take control of your life. You realize that you are no longer controlled by old patterns, but can actively determine the direction in which you want to develop. Awareness creates freedom, the freedom to shape your life according to your own wishes and ideas. Now that you have taken the first step and started to raise your awareness, we will next talk about the power of emotions and how you can master them to transform your reality. Stay tuned as we dive even deeper into the art of self-transformation. Emotions are the deepest and most powerful forces in your life. They are the bridge between your thoughts and your actions, the invisible bond that connects your inner world to the outer reality. Every emotion you feel shapes your thoughts and influences how you perceive the world around you. When you begin to understand and master your emotions, you gain control over the entire process of change. Emotional clarity is the key to consciously creating the reality you desire. However, our emotions are often deeply rooted in old patterns and past experiences. These emotions influence your decisions, even if you are not always aware of them. Feelings such as fear, anger, or sadness can subtly creep into your everyday life and prevent you from experiencing the transformation you long for. When these negative emotions go unnoticed, they act like invisible strings that hold you to the past and prevent you from moving forward. Emotional clarity is the process by which you recognize these threads, release them, and make space for new, positive emotions. It means becoming aware of your emotions, accepting them, and then deciding which emotions you want to nurture in your life. By gaining emotional clarity, you free yourself from the old patterns that hold you back and create space for joy, love, and peace. One of the most powerful techniques to achieve emotional clarity is meditation. In the stillness of meditation, you learn to observe your emotions without being overwhelmed by them. You enter a state of inner calm in which you allow yourself to accept all the feelings that arise within you without holding on to them. This distance from your emotions allows you to understand them and then let them go instead of unconsciously feeding them. Breathing exercises are also a powerful tool for emotional healing and strengthening. The breath is the carrier of your life energy, and through conscious breathing you can release emotional blockages and harmonize your energy field. A simple breathing technique such as the 4-7-8 method, where you inhale deeply, hold your breath and exhale slowly, not only calms your body but also balances your emotions. The breath helps you to return to the present moment, where emotions lose their grip and you have the opportunity to let them go. Dr. Joe Dispenza teaches that emotions are the driving force behind the creation of your reality. If you think of your thoughts as the seeds of your future, then your emotions are the fertile soil that nurtures those seeds. If you remain in an emotion of fear or doubt, you will create that very reality. But when you begin to consciously channel your emotions in the direction of joy, gratitude, and love, you open the door to a new reality, a reality that is in alignment with your highest intentions. Dr. Dispenza's approach to connecting emotion and thought allows you to create a whole new reality. It's about choosing the emotions that fuel the thoughts you want to cultivate. By connecting your thoughts with powerful, positive emotions, you reprogram your brain and attract what you really want into your life. This is the moment when your inner world and your outer reality come into alignment and you become the conscious creator of your life. Now that you understand the importance of emotional clarity and how to master your emotions, let's dive deeper into the power of thought. In the next step, we will explore how you can reprogram your thoughts to take your life to a higher level. The journey continues, let's take the next step together. Thoughts are powerful. They shape your perception of the world and determine the direction of your life. Every thought you think sends electrical impulses through your brain, creating new neural connections and deepening old patterns. If you think the same thoughts over and over again, whether out of habit, fear, or doubt, you program your brain to experience your reality in the same way over and over again. But the beauty of our thoughts is that they can be molded. You have the power to change your thoughts and thus reshape your future. The principle of neuroplasticity shows us that the brain is not rigid, but is constantly changing and adapting. Your brain can actually be rewired if you consciously change the way you think. Old, negative thought pathways can be broken and new, positive connections can be created. This is the key to transformation. When you consciously reprogram your thoughts, you create the foundation for a new life. But how exactly do you reprogram your thoughts? One of the most powerful methods is the practice of affirmations. Affirmations are positive, affirming phrases that you say to yourself over and over again to realign your subconscious. By regularly repeating positive affirmations, such as I am enough, I am capable, or I create my life in abundance and joy, you train your brain to accept these new beliefs as reality. These repeated positive thoughts form new neural connections that change your behavior and your perception of the world. In addition to affirmations, visualization is also a powerful technique for reprogramming negative thought patterns. Your brain cannot distinguish between a real experience and an intensely visualized experience. So when you regularly visualize yourself living the life you want, how you feel, what you do, who you are reprogramming your brain to this new reality. By consciously visualizing success, joy, and abundance, you build new neural pathways that lead you in the direction of this desired future. However, it's not enough to simply think new thoughts, you also need to connect them with powerful emotions. Connecting thoughts and emotions is the key to consciously creating new experiences. When you imagine positive thoughts and connect them with powerful emotions such as joy, gratitude, or love, you strengthen these new neural connections and attract what you desire into your life even faster. Your brain begins to respond to these new thoughts and emotions, and your outer reality adapts to these inner changes. By reprogramming your thoughts and consciously linking them to positive emotions, you create a powerful foundation for the creation of a new life. Your brain will gradually adjust to support your new reality, and you will begin to reap the rewards of this inner work in the outer world. Next, we will focus on how you can anchor these new patterns of thinking and behavior in your daily life. Because to make your transformation sustainable, it's important to establish new routines that support and perpetuate your new consciousness. Let's dive deeper together and begin the next stage of this journey. The way to sustainable change is to establish new routines. Routines and habits are like the roots of a tree, they nourish and stabilize the foundation of your life. When you start to consciously cultivate new habits, you lay the foundation for profound transformations. Change may sometimes feel overwhelming, but it often begins with the smallest, seemingly insignificant steps. Small, deliberate actions, repeated regularly, have the power to completely transform your life. The beauty of new routines is that they don't have to be huge or complex. Even the introduction of simple, positive habits can have a huge impact on your brain and your consciousness. These small, deliberate actions gradually form new neural connections and shape you in a profound way. One of the most effective habits you can integrate into your everyday life is regular meditation. Spending a few minutes each day in silence and consciously focusing on your breath or a specific thought not only calms your mind, but also strengthens the neural networks that expand your consciousness. Meditation is a powerful tool for achieving a state of inner balance and fostering the clarity you need for change. Another brain-boosting habit is conscious movement. Exercise is not only good for your body, but also for your brain. Regular physical activity promotes blood flow to the brain, increases oxygenation, and stimulates the creation of new brain cells. Whether you go for a walk, practice yoga, or dance, any form of exercise supports your mental health and helps you to reduce stress and gain clarity. Routines provide you with the structure you need to stay in flow and not get lost in old habits. But the real magic of routines lies in their consistency. When you regularly repeat the same, positive actions, your brain begins to internalize these patterns and accept them as the new normal. Consistency is the key to deep change. It's not about turning everything upside down from one day to the next, but about consistently building new habits step by step that lead you to your desired goal. On this path, discipline is your faithful companion. Discipline does not mean forcing yourself to do something you don't like. Rather, discipline is the willingness to regularly and persistently move in the direction of your goal, even on the days when you may not feel motivated. It is the decision to stand up for your higher self and consistently pursue change. Discipline creates the stability you need to firmly anchor your new routines in your life. With every small, conscious action that you integrate into your everyday life, you come one step closer to your goal. You are not only reshaping your behavior, but also your brain and your consciousness. The new routines will gradually become the firm foundation of your new life, and you will be amazed at how far-reaching their effect is. Now that we understand the role of routines in change, let's dive deeper into the topic of intuition and inner knowing. These inner forces help you to be guided on your path and live in harmony with your true purpose. Be ready to awaken your intuition and utilize its wisdom to further deepen your transformation. Within each of us lies a deep, inner wisdom that wants to guide us on our path. This wisdom manifests as intuition, a quiet, often unobtrusive voice that shows us the way, even when the mind does not yet have clear answers. The ability to listen to and trust this inner guidance is crucial to staying on track as you transform your life. Your intuition is like an inner compass that always points in the direction of your highest good. It's up to you to follow it and let it guide you. Intuition is not a magical gift reserved for a select few. It is a natural ability that is present in all of us. But it is often drowned out by the loud voices of the mind or the hustle and bustle of everyday life. However, when you begin to listen to your intuition, a new dimension of life opens up, a dimension in which you are more deeply in tune with your inner self and your true purpose. This inner voice becomes clearer the more you learn to trust it and accept its guidance. To strengthen your trust in your inner guidance, it is important to create a space of silence in your daily life. Daily moments of silence and inner reflection help you to let go of the outer world and focus on your inner knowing. A simple exercise you can practice is sitting in silence. Sit in a quiet place, close your eyes and let your thoughts pass by without holding on to them. Allow yourself to immerse yourself in this stillness until you calm the flow of your thoughts. In this stillness, you will begin to hear the quiet voice of your intuition more clearly. Inner reflection is another powerful technique to strengthen the connection to your intuition. Regularly take time to listen deeply to yourself and reflect on the decisions you make. Ask yourself, what feels right? Which direction gives me a feeling of joy, lightness, or inner peace? Your intuition often speaks through feelings and inner impulses that signal to you whether you are on the right path or whether a course correction is necessary. It is important to make conscious decisions in line with your intuition. Sometimes it can be challenging to let go of your mind and trust your inner guidance, especially when it doesn't always align with what seems logical or safe. But when you learn to harmonize these two forces, the wisdom of intuition and the clarity of conscious thought, you create a harmonious foundation for your transformation. By regularly connecting with your intuition and then making conscious decisions, you can be sure that you are acting in accordance with your highest truth. The more you listen to and trust your intuition, the more you will find that your life flows more naturally. You will be guided in a gentle but powerful way to the right people, opportunities, and circumstances that will help you realize your full potential. Intuition and inner knowing are like a navigation system that guides you safely through life's challenges and supports you to walk your path with clarity and confidence. Now that you have recognized the power of your intuition and inner knowing, we will next look at the challenges that can arise on the path of change. Let's talk about how to overcome inner blocks and continue on your path despite any obstacles. Change is a continuous process, and we are ready to go through all the challenges together. You will undoubtedly encounter obstacles on the path to change. Inner resistance, old habits, and setbacks are inevitable when you try to fundamentally transform your life. But it is precisely these blockages that invite you to go deeper and discover the potential for true change. In these moments, you are challenged to grow beyond your previous limitations and realize that the power to overcome these obstacles lies within you. Setbacks are a natural part of any transformation. Sometimes you will feel like you are on the right path, only to suddenly fall back into old patterns of behavior. This can be frustrating and discouraging, but it is important that you understand, setbacks do not mean that you have failed. Rather, they are a sign that you are on the way to releasing deeply rooted patterns. These patterns have often spent years or even decades in your subconscious, and they need time to fully dissolve. To overcome these inner resistances, you must first recognize where they come from. Often it is self-doubt and old, negative beliefs that hold us back. The mind tries to keep us in the comfort zone because change is uncertain and sometimes scary. But this is exactly where the opportunity lies. Any resistance you feel shows you where you can grow. If you realize that these doubts and fears are part of a natural process, you can start to face them with a new awareness. There are many strategies for overcoming these blockages. Dr. Joe Dispenza teaches that one of the most effective ways to overcome self-sabotage is to continually remind yourself why you embarked on the path of change in the first place. Keep your vision in mind, the version of yourself that you want to become. Anchor this image deep in your consciousness so that it is like a lighthouse for you in moments of doubt and challenge. Visualization is a powerful technique to keep you focused on what you really want to achieve. Another important method is to practice mindfulness and stay present. When you feel like old patterns are taking over again, take a deep breath and remind yourself that you have the power to make a new choice in the here and now. This moment in which you can pause and make a conscious decision is the key to overcoming self-sabotage. It is the moment when you let go of the old program and invite in a new, supportive behavior. Along the way, it's crucial that you have patience with yourself. Change is not a linear process. There will be ups and downs, days of progress and moments of relapse. But what matters is the continuity of your efforts. Every small step in the right direction counts. With every conscious thought, with every conscious breath, you create new, strengthening patterns in your brain. Be patient with yourself and remember that every step forward, no matter how small, is a step in the right direction. Compassion with yourself is also an essential aspect of the change process. It's easy to judge yourself when you feel like you're not progressing fast enough or keep falling back into old patterns. But instead of criticizing yourself, practice being kind and compassionate to yourself. Self-compassion gives you the strength to get through the challenges without penalizing yourself. It is the gentle anchor that allows you to remain in love with yourself despite all resistance. Every resistance, every blockage you encounter on your path is an invitation to look deeper into yourself and become even more aware of your transformation. They remind you that change is not a straightforward journey, but a dance between progress and regression, and that both are part of growth. Now that we have learned how to overcome blocks and maintain the flow of change, we are approaching the end of our journey. In the final chapter, we will delve into the transformative power of meditation and visualization, two of the most powerful tools Dr. Dispenza teaches to consciously and sustainably shape your life. Meditation and visualization are two of the most powerful tools Dr. Joe Dispenza teaches to bring about profound transformations in life. They are not just techniques for relaxation or self-reflection, but powerful means to shift your energy field and attract new realities into your life. When you use these practices regularly, you not only change your thoughts, but also the energetic signature you radiate, and thus the way you resonate with the world. Meditation is the gateway through which you find your deepest self. In stillness and focusing on the present moment, you enter a state of coherence where body and mind work together in harmony. For Dr. Dispenza, meditation is the key to letting go of the old, conditioned self and making space for the new, creative self. Through regular meditation, you reach a state in which you no longer react to your external circumstances, but consciously create from within. During meditation, you enter the quantum world of possibilities. You detach yourself from the old stories that have defined you so far and begin to create new realities. Your energy field, the sum of your thoughts, emotions, and intentions, changes. The more clearly you set your intentions and connect them with positive emotions, the more powerfully you radiate this new vibration. This vibration attracts similar frequencies from the universe, people, circumstances, and opportunities that are in alignment with your new energetic signature. To harness this transformative power of meditation, it's important to follow a step-by-step guide. Begin your meditation practice by sitting in a quiet place where you are undisturbed. Close your eyes and concentrate on your breath. Let your thoughts come and go without holding on to them. Focus on the present moment, the feeling of your body, the rhythm of your breath. Once you have reached a state of inner calm, bring your attention to what you want to manifest in your life. Visualize your desired reality as vividly and in as much detail as possible. Feel the emotions associated with this new reality: joy, gratitude, love. Let these emotions flow through your body as if your new reality has already come true. Stay in this state for as long as it feels right and allow your energy field to anchor this new vibration. Visualization is a technique that makes your meditation even more powerful. By vividly visualizing yourself already living in your desired reality, you prepare your subconscious mind to attract that reality. Your subconscious mind does not differentiate between a real experience and an intensely imagined experience. This means that through repeated visualization you are programming your brain to accept your new reality and head towards it. Imagine that you are standing on a stage where your new life is unfolding before your eyes. You see yourself in your full power, perhaps in a job you love, in a state of physical health, or surrounded by people who support and love you. The more detailed you draw these images and the stronger you feel the emotions associated with them, the more you anchor this new reality in your subconscious. Visualization and meditation are not just fantasies or wishful thinking. They are powerful tools to orientate your subconscious mind towards new possibilities. By meditating and visualizing regularly, you not only send signals to your brain, but also to the quantum field of the universe. You begin to magnetically attract that which resonates with your new self. With every meditation, with every visualization, you strengthen the neural connections that help you to leave your old reality and create a new one. It's an ongoing process that requires patience and dedication, but the rewards are profound. You will find that your life changes little by little, often in unexpected and miraculous ways. Now that you understand how meditation and visualization can transform you, it's time to reflect on the final step of this journey. In the final chapter, we summarize how you can permanently integrate these tools into your life and how you can use them to continue on your path of conscious creation. You are now at a turning point. The 5 steps you have learned on this journey are not just tools, but keys to open the doors to a new life. These steps, creating awareness, mastering emotions, reprogramming thoughts, establishing new routines, and using intuition, are like a map that shows you how to free yourself from old patterns and create a new reality. The power of change is in your hands. You have everything you need to bring about change in your life. The path may not always be easy, but it is a path worth traveling. By consciously taking responsibility for your transformation, you begin to see your life not as a series of random events, but as a work of your own creation. Every step you take on this path brings you closer to the life you truly desire. By creating awareness, you recognize the thoughts and patterns that have been holding you back. By mastering your emotions, you will find clarity and inner strength. By reprogramming your thoughts, you consciously steer your future in a new direction. Establishing new routines will give you the stability you need to stay on course, and your intuition will guide you safely through any challenges. But this journey doesn't end here. It is just the beginning of a lifelong process of conscious creation. Every day you have the opportunity to choose new thoughts, new emotions, and new actions that are in alignment with your highest self. Your life is a canvas on which you consciously choose the colors and shapes that paint your picture of the future. And the more you dedicate yourself to these techniques, the clearer and more vivid this picture becomes. Perhaps you are now wondering how you can anchor these changes in your everyday life. The answer is simple: start today. It doesn't have to be big, dramatic steps. Start with small actions that help you live more consciously, whether it's a daily meditation, writing down your thoughts, or consciously empathizing with the emotions you want to cultivate. These small steps will add up over time and fundamentally change your life. Take a moment each day to reflect on yourself. Ask yourself, what can I do today to get closer to my highest self? Be willing to listen to your intuition and have the courage to follow the call of your heart, even if it leads you into unfamiliar territory. You will find that life is always at your side if you have the courage to live your truth. The most important thing is to savor the joy of this change. Change doesn't have to be a heavy burden, it can be a joyful dance in which you experience the beauty and magic of life in a new way. Every new realization, every new habit you cultivate brings you closer to the life you've always wanted. You are the creator of your reality, and this realization is the biggest step towards true freedom. Now that you have the tools in your hands, I invite you to consciously live the change and see every moment as an opportunity for transformation. Your new life doesn't start tomorrow or in the future, it starts right now. Seize the power of conscious creation, apply the 5 steps and let your life shine in a new light. The journey may be ongoing, but you now have everything you need to walk the path with clarity, joy, and confidence. Your new life is waiting for you, and you are ready to create it.